Welcome to Working with Like Terms. I'm going to have a pig help us today. Here's the pig. And if we talked about pigs, let's say that we had 4 pigs. In algebra, we could represent it like this. 4, and then we could use a P for pig. Now, let's say that we just wanted to have 1 pig. In algebra, you would think that you would write 1 with a P, but you don't. You just write a P to represent, say, pigs. And if I wanted to combine these through addition, the answer would be 5P, because here's 1 pig and here's 4 pigs. So together we have 5 pigs. Let's try another problem. This time I'm going to have a frog help us with our math. So let's say that you had 6 frogs. You could represent them with an F in algebra as your variable. And let's say that you had 2 more frogs plus 1 more frog. If I wanted to combine these, this would be 6 plus 2 is 8. Plus 1 would be 9 frogs. Let's try another one. This time, let's use the pig and the frog together. Let's say that you have 2 frogs and 7 pigs and another frog and 3 more pigs. In math, you can't turn a pig into a frog or a frog into a pig. So what we would do is we would look for things that are like. That's why it's called like terms. So here I've got 2 frogs and over here's a frog. So I have 2 here and 1 here, so that would be 3 frogs total. And then now if I want to find my pigs, I have 7 here and 3 here. So if I add all my pigs up, that would be 10. And I could represent it as 10P. And then we would put a plus sign since they're both positive. Let's take a look at one that's just a little bit harder. Let's say that we had 8P minus 10P plus 6F minus 2F. I don't know what P is. I've been saying that it's pigs, but I don't know. It's just the variable that we're using. So I'm going to combine these two because they're alike. The 10 is negative, the 8 is positive. So if I use my rule of working with integers, I would subtract because they're different signs and keep the sign of the larger number if you think of the absolute value. So that would be negative 2P. And then now I go and look at my variable F. And I've got a positive 6F and a negative 2F. Again, they're different signs, so I would subtract, keep the sign of the bigger number. And this is actually your final answer. There is no further simplification that you can do with this. Alright, and if we wanted to make this just a little bit harder, we could add in, say, the number 28. Again, I would simplify in the same way. I would get negative 2P plus 4F, and then the 28 is a number that's all by itself. It doesn't have a variable. And in math, they call this term a constant. So all I have to do is bring it down. And that would be the answer in simplest form. Let's try one more. We had 7P plus, we'll put an M in this time, 2P minus 6M plus 11. Alright, so first I'm going to focus on my P variable. So I have 1 here and 1 here. They're both positive, so I combine those. And now I'm going to focus on my M. I'm going to circle these so it looks different. And I circled the sign also. I included that in front of this number. So this one's positive, this one's negative. So I would subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. And then again, my constant is by itself, and I would just bring it down, and that's the answer simplified. This is working with like terms. It's really fun. It's really easy. Thank you for watching my video, and check out my others online.